Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with
MAF Reactions.
And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, I'd be talking here with Michael, just the two of us, but we're including you guys. It's Monday. I hope you guys tune into a live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. We got lots to talk about. I'm curious. I wonder how Washington fans are feeling today.
They're still number one division, aren't they?
Yeah, they're still leading the
division.
division.
I mean, they're probably still feeling good, even for at least a week.
Yeah, well, Haskins threw over 50 times yesterday. I don't know that that's a winning formula for the Washington football team with the defense.
Yeah, they were saying that this morning on the radio.
Yeah, that's too much passing. I wonder how Eagle fans are feeling today.
They're probably feeling good about Hurts.
You know, and speaking of Hurts, Stephen Jones is getting more like Jerry Jones. It used to be Stephen Jones didn't do a whole lot of talking. And what used to be when Stephen Jones said something, you should pay real close attention to it because he didn't, give you the bullshit that Jerry does. Now, Stephen Jones talks on Mondays, Jerry Jones talks on Tuesdays. And not to be outdone by his dad, he does too much talking. And sometimes I wish they would just not talk. So today, now that everybody's getting on the Hurts bandwagon and trashing Carson Wentz, and I got breaking news on Carson Wentz later too. I got breaking news, and Philly 500, dude, it's on, it's on. Stephen Jones said they wanted to draft Hurts, but out of respect for Dak Prescott in hopes of getting a long-term deal, they didn't. The fuck? The fuck? Why? Excuse me. Hand sanitizer. Why? Why say anything like that? I don't understand. Do you have a clue? All you're doing is undermining. Well, I tell you what. You're giving the Dak Prescott haters ammunition. Because, of course, they're going to say, oh, the Cowboys thought about drafting another quarterback last year.
We did draft another quarterback.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, in the seventh. Sure, in the seventh round. Okay, maybe they were hoping he was going to fall to like the 6th or 7th round.
Yeah,
but they're going to say they're trying to replace Dak Prescott. They're not sold on Dak Prescott. They're considering letting him walk. And if they were considering taking a quarterback last year, they're up there top of the draft. They might take a quarterback this year and let Dak Prescott walk. That's what they're going to say, isn't it? Unless this is Stephen Jones still trying to get that deal with Dak Prescott on the Chiefs. That maybe he's trying to send a message to the agent saying, you know what, we like Dak. We want to get a contract, but we can walk away and we can draft somebody else. I think that's what they're trying to say. Maybe I'm wrong, but this does nothing as far as, this is one of those things that's like, why? That's like, I go home and I say, honey, I saw this woman in the grocery store. She was looking good. She was looking real good. But out of respect for you, I decided not to ask her out on a date. What do you think would happen when I got home, if I said that to my wife? Mike, what do you think would happen? Exactly. That's what would have happened. That's what would have happened. What do you think would have happened?
You got a foot in your ass.
You're right, I'd get a foot in my ass. I'd get the side eye like a crazy man. You did what? You were thinking of... sometimes I just wonder, the more I really dig into this, the more I realize that maybe people are right that the Cowboys' issues are Jerry and Steven. You think that's the case?
Look at what Jason Garrett's doing with the Giants. He's doing a lot more than he did with the Dallas Cowboys. And look at, I think, and what's his name? What's the dude's name? Mike McCarthy having the same mannerisms as Jason Garrett did when he was here.
You got a point there. the deer in the headlights
That's
look.
right. Same mannerisms.
Yeah. Yeah. That to me, that does nothing. The only thing that does, of course, then is those out there, people will take that cue and run with it. And it's just like, for whatever reason, they always, it's like they give the backhanded compliments to Dak Prescott. It's kind of like one of those things where somebody says, I mean no disrespect, and then they disrespect you. They say, oh, I don't mean any disrespect, but, I really don't like it's like, you're disrespecting me. I don't understand why they continue. You had an offense that was doing great things, scoring a lot of points. Now, of course, they'll go through and say, oh, well, a lot of that was garbage time. Well, you know what? We've had some games that have been garbage time, but we ain't been getting no garbage time points or yards. And I can look at the Eagles and say Carson Wentz been in garbage time a whole hell of a lot and still hasn't busted a grape. So you look at our offensive output, which has been halved with Andy Dalton. I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. You got an answer for me? I really wish I knew what the hell's going on with Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. The bigger question is are they really? This now makes me wonder if they will think about drafting quarterback high. I mean, the Eagles, good thing they did.
Yeah, the second round.
Good thing they did, because Carson Wentz sucks. Green Bay, they did. That guy's like third string.
Well, they said that.
He motivated Aaron Rodgers. So maybe it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, but Love's going to probably be sitting for a couple more years before.
That's the way it used to be with quarterbacks. It used to be quarterbacks weren't drafted and instantly thrown into the wolves. That's what Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre. Tony Romo sat behind Drew Bledsoe. And when they finally got their chances, they had it, ready to go. And you could look at somebody like, say, a Josh Rosen, who immediately went to a bad team and got thrown out on the field and was ass. So there's a lot to be said for doing it that way if you can, but the problem is drafting a quarterback, you usually don't have the luxury because of the salary cap to be able to say, you're going to sit a couple of years and then we're going to play you. And then they come out and they start playing well, and now you got to turn around and pay them even more money. So it behooves you to get them on the field sooner than later.
Aaron Rodgers will play for at least another couple of years.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, truth be told, Aaron Rodgers looked like he was going downhill fast the last couple of years. This year, was like he reset the clock. But you can look at like Drew Brees, how quickly Drew Brees has kind of went downhill, and Tom Brady, I'm not sure how many more years. I mean, he's still doing it well. We'll see how he is when they get to the playoffs, because that's usually where he starts taking that nosedive. I don't know. But, back to that new age quarterback. So Hurts is that new age quarterback. I think we're done with seeing the straight pocket quarterbacks in the NFL. Like if you can't,
Haskins is a pocket.
If you can't move around in the pocket, if you can't be able to do bootlegs and be a bit of a running threat, you're not as effective. It's just not. All right, so I hope I see you guys tonight on our live stream, and I will have some breaking news a little bit later. I want to get all the facts straight on it, because this is one of those things that when it gets out, it could do damage. So I got to make sure that everything is right when that story comes out. And it hurts me because we're talking about breaking up families and things. I'm serious. It's talking about breaking up families, man. I still can't. I'm hoping that it's not true, but I believe it is. All right, we'll talk about that after I get back to the house. Peace.